Before we begin, oxygen not included is... oh, you already know what it is. Although if you actually don't, go back to my previous Oni video and watch the intro to that. There is where I give a short explanation of what the game is summed up as. Done? Alright, great. Enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to another Oxygen Not Included video. If you can tell from my voice, I'm deathly ill, but let's just ignore that today. My subscriber decrease demands the content cow's udders be milked. Anyways, today, as you can tell from the title, we're not exploring the simulation of what it's like to live in New York City again. Instead, we're going to be singing the bittersweet lullaby of loneliness. Now, you'll see on screen I spent a bit of time working in my planetary alignment for, quote, future endeavors, unquote, despite the fact that I personally don't see my duplicants surviving on their own for more than 5 days. But we'll see if it's worthwhile. You never know if our little college dropout character will manage to survive with the sheer power of steel, testicles, and a heart. Since we're only dealing with one dupe, I want someone with enough skills to get a day's work done in time, while also not being limited by what they can do. Sometimes when selecting your randomly assigned dupes, you can get ones that can only sleep in light, are allergic to floral scent, can't do certain jobs, hate plants, and many more. Those attributes are obviously not ideal. If our single dupe can't farm because they hate the idea of getting their thumbs green, then so be it. Die, I guess. Meet Ren, our perfect specimen, the one chosen specifically by God, me, and designed perfectly to withstand the demonic presence known as solitary confinement. My baby boy, the one that will take this asteroid by the horns and suck it at the same time. Now, you may be wondering, Sadbulldog, my liege, how do we dispose of the other two dupes? I mean, there's no way to delete them other than going into the game's files and directly removing these two specific characters' lines of existence code. Well, the solution is simple, my viewer. Use hacks and toss them into the far reaches of space for them to spend their remaining 120 seconds alive. And then we're left with one! First order of business, obviously, is to make this place roomier. I'm so used to starting with 3 dupes initially that I actually began to wonder why these corners weren't gone already, despite knowing what I was getting into. Wow, he's mourning. He saw these people for at least 1/2 a second, and he's already mourning their deaths. That's pretty dumb. You may be nodding your head in agreement with me, as I know you would do, loyal viewer, but think of the realistic part of that. If I was put in a room with 2 people I've never met and immediately separated with them after 1/2 a second, but I now hold the knowledge that they're both instantly dead, I'd also be a tad bit on the traumatized end as well. Now it's time for the necessities. A toilet, a bed, later down the line, a farm, and somewhere to do some research. Oh, and oxygen. Don't forget about oxygen. It's in the title of the video game, Sadbulldog. Just remember to place some oxygen diffusers somewhere. Next up is Ren's personal plumbing room, patent pending. This is where he's gonna go get his water for the time being, so he can use it for future projects or to help with his plants. Doing everything solo is obviously gonna take a huge chunk of time, so I'm just gonna speed up his process. This game is meant for multiple duplicants to be working together to try to keep this godforsaken asteroid colony afloat, but I'm about 45% sure that Ren's got it handled. I'm betting a lot of money on his survival. Great. What I'm planning to do with this room in the future is to make it into the temporary oxygen storing room, and then turn that into some kind of resting area if or when my oxygen situation is all figured out. So basically, this one room is going to go through 2 iterations of temporarily being something else, and then move on to being something else. Again, sleep peacefully, Ren. For now. A long day is ahead of us. It's time for Ren to start working on one of the most important aspects of this game. Science! Right now I'm having him set up a temporary science machine attached to a hamster wheel and a battery to really get it going in the colony. I don't have to worry about a consistent electricity flow just yet, but that'll come in the far future. You know, if Ren makes it into the far future. Now Ren's main focus is going to be working on gaining knowledge for farming. You can't live without food, unfortunately, so little Ren is going to work until farming is a possibility. Now I'm planning out a blueprint for the next room in Ren's abode. I've got no clue what I want this to be as of now. Maybe a laboratory so all the science stuff can be in one room? Whatever. We'll see as time goes on. It's not like he's gonna finish construction on this room anytime soon. He's too busy working on the mini farm. As I look through the valley and the beautiful land, I take a look at this place and realize that there's a mess. Cause I've been building and working for so long that even Ren must think my mind is gone. So, I'm gonna do what I never do whenever I play this game. Clean my area. A stinky house is an unhappy house. Look at him go. This is the first of many yellow alerts in this series. That's right, this might just be a series considering how well Ren is handling the aching blister of being alone. So, if you want more of Ren's lonely misadventures and for me to continue this challenge, just comment below. I'd love to make more videos on this game. I love it so much. A peaceful rest has been granted to you once more, Ren. Keep it close to your heart. A good night's sleep might not be accessible in your future. You never know. After a close examination of the oxygen levels in this place, approximately 0.2 seconds of my time, I've decided to empty out another room. Yep, that was my primal reaction to the oxygen risk in the colony. To make another room. What kind of god am I? Either way, Ren had an amazing time digging this place out. Look how happy he is! Next on the agenda is, and you're going to be shocked by this one, viewer, another room! This time, it's going to be a gateway to my storage. I need somewhere to store all of Ren's bowel movements, just in case he has a little accident. Obviously, when I do pisses in this game, it's pretty gross. It's a huge mess, it pollutes the air, and leaves germs all over the place. On a similar vein as the urinary trash compactor, I'm planning out a cage for all this water below my base. I find natural water reserves to be nice, but a bit concerning, because I never know if the planet will reclaim that water for personal use and end up taking all my doubloons. So I just want to surround this fresh pocket of water with tile as to keep it all in my grasp.
2 hours later.
Ren's waking up in the morning. I bet he's thanking me. I don't know why, but today seems kind of nice. No pollution in the air, no smog, and Ren ate his breakfast with no hog. I think today's gonna be a good day. Turns out I was wrong. Ren pissed while tidying up this fucking room and ended up pissing up a storm. My god, this motherfucker's bladder must have been bursting. Good lord, Ren, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you just use the fucking latrine? Wow, I'm sure glad none of that happened. Nice work, Ren. This place is looking spiffy so far. Well, I think that's it for old Ren here as of now. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or for me to continue this series, comment below. I'm so sorry for not uploading as frequently as I should. I've been pretty sick lately and going through some life stuff, but I won't let that stop me. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.